Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we're talking about one of our athlete-based movements. Again, just because I say athletes doesn't mean if you're not an athlete you can't do this. This is fantastic exercise for everybody. It's just more athlete-driven in the purpose. But anyway, so today we're doing a step back landmine lunge with a press and a knee drop. I know that it's a super long name. I haven't found a good way to shorten that up yet. So I'm going to jump right into how this works. So you can see we've got our landmine, we've got our plate. You want to get a plate that's going to make it challenging to do an overhead press and a lunge with. So I'm going to start one hand holding my barbell, feet just apart, and then I'm going to go into a backwards lunge, and then I'm going to press up and drop my knee. So again, we're going back into the lunge, press up, and drop the knee right there. So the reason we do this with athletes is we're creating an explosive ability from the ground up. Anybody who works with athletes will tell you that athletes' power and explosiveness starts at the ground. And that's really what we're doing here. So we're channeling that energy all the way from the toes up through the heel, the knee, the hip, the core, the shoulders, all the way up through the hand when we come up top of that press. So I'm going to break it down a little bit for you. So our leg power is going to come mostly from the bottom of that lunge to getting to that knee drive point. Because you can see when I'm going down, yes, I'm strengthening it, but I'm not necessarily doing a power move because it's going to be slow and controlled. So I'm going to go down and then drive up right there. Really bringing a lot of power from all parts of the leg, not necessarily one aspect of the leg. So then we're going to get into the core and the shoulder. So the core and the shoulder are going to get worked mostly when I'm at the top, right here. So you can see that my shoulder is obviously supporting and then doing the press. The core is what's getting worked the most through this exercise, and the reason for that is we've got all of our weight in one hand, we're on one leg for the majority of this exercise. So our core is the only thing keeping us balanced and from falling over the entire time. So we've got to have an incredible amount of core strength to do an exercise with this amount of weight. So with new athletes, or if you're watching this, you're going to try it out and you haven't done it, try it without a weight. See how difficult it is without any resistance and build up to it. And again, when I say core, we're not talking about a six-pack. We're talking about abs, oblique, erectors in the back, everything that's going to keep us upright as our core. So real quick before we go, I'm going to talk about one thing you cannot do in this exercise. So once we start to fatigue a little bit, since this is such a core-focused exercise, that's where we'll end up hurting ourselves. So when I come down, you can see that my shoulders are going to stay even. When I come up, what we can't do is we can't get here. So there's a reason why. When I get here, these obliques, these abdominals are going to start pinching. They're putting a lot of pressure on my knee and on my hip. Not only that, but this lat is having to control all of that pressure from the shoulder. Therefore, I'm making a lot more effort to come up here, and you can see that knee drive isn't going to be there. So if you notice yourself starting to pinch, go down like that, please stop with this exercise because it becomes very high risk, and there's so many factors involved in this exercise that there's a too great amount of things that could go wrong. But yeah, so if you've got any questions about it, feel free to let me know, message me, and have a great day.